Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of the Super Carlin Gaming Mario Kart 8 Roulette Challenge.
Maybe eventually we'll actually get through one of those with the voice the whole time.
Maybe. Derek started laughing and it made me laugh. And
I was good until you got to Super Carlin Gaming.
You kind of sound like a vulture.
At first I was going for an old man who was having trouble remembering the words. And then I just actually started having trouble remembering the words. So that made me laugh too. But anyway, here we are. We're going to try and 3-star every cup with randomly chosen cards and characters while we answer questions.
We surely are going to try.
Someone pointed out in the comments that the race results are completely inverse to the quality of the advice that we give on the channel. So if you get good advice, that's how we will really know though. If we place really bad, then you should really listen to what we said.
Yes.
Probably.
We almost need like different factions of the audience. Those who watch us to see us like actually play, and those who listen for the advice.
Oh man.
I feel like that might be a thing already.
Oh,
yo, really?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if people, if you're out there, is anyone watching just to like pick up Mario Kart racing tips? I personally doubt it. I think it's more for the excellent advice, but who knows? Who knows? Let's get some randomly chosen.
Medium good advice. 26.
So, Larry.
Hey.
Whatever happened to him?
That's a Weird Al
That's
song.
a Weird Al song.
That's a really good one.
It was.
15 for Ben.
You're
You
Yoshi.
got the Yoshizzle.
Yo shizzle.
So wait, do we have to get another roll for the color? Oh, ew.
13.
Yeah, before
Actually,
it'd be
it
yellow.
might be yellow, yeah.
Because it'd be
Oh, because
Yeah.
one
Just-
would be.
one would
yeah.
move, yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
indeed.
fair
There you
enough.
go.
Sure.
Math.
Maths.
13 for Jay.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
baby.
It looks
Oh, it just
so
looks so
good.
fast.
It looks so good.
It
Larry's
has a tail.
style. And it's not even the tailpipe. That's weird. 30.
30. Oh my God, it was forever.
Sorry. 2.
1, 2. Ha! It evened out. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here.
That's a good configuration.
High acceleration, high handling.
Oh, yeah.
Speed less important because you're already moving 1,000 miles an hour.
It's true. 29.
What? Oh,
What?
No way! The
Oh,
double cat
kitty
cruiser.
cat attack.
Have we even had this car before? Now we have it.
I don't think so.
twice.
Even
I
once.
don't recognize it. Either.
Yeah. Wooden tires. Love it.
25.
All right.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah,
even.
you have a pretty solid. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the high handling. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
acceleration. We shall see. We shall see. We are going on to the Triforce Cup today.
Oh boy.
It's not the Ice Outpost isn't great. The Rainbow Road is going to be tricky.
The SNES
And
Rainbow
the
Road is rough.
SNES Rainbow Road is rough. It's a narrow path and there's no
Oh no.
there's no walls.
All right, we'll just
So,
go ahead. Let's
hammer
play it.
the
What's
brakes.
the over/under on how many times I fall off of that course? I would say
Oh, boy.
over 12.
Make your bets now in the
I'm gonna go
comments.
under. I'm gonna take the under on that one.
Under 12.
Yeah, I bet it's only like 9.
Ooh,
Okay.
man.
We're going to say 12 and a half because it
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be 12.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. 12 and a half.
12 and a half is the over-under on Ben's falls on...
Rainbow Road.
Rainbow
SNES.
Road.
Somebody
SNES.
actually count because I'm not gonna.
Yeah, someone actually count. Yeah, the
right.
cat cruisers! Go, go, go! Oh, flying! Take that cat
Haley
peach!
Jilke has a question, guys.
Let's hear it.
Haley.
What's up, Haley?
She says, "I'm considering quitting my job.
Oh, I did that
crazy.
once.
I need help on what you guys would consider before quitting."
What is the next job you have?
How
in
many
mind?
how many subscribers do you have on
Oh,
YouTube? You know what I mean?
That's what we
That's what I
decided
had to concern myself with. It depends on what you're quitting for. If you're just generally absolutely unhappy altogether, I don't know why you're quitting. Let's assume it's because you're unhappy.
Yeah, just
and you
tired, bored with the
just
job. That's what we're
tired.
going with.
It's depressing you. It is bringing you down. The answer is you need to quit regardless of anything else because it's just you're not going to be able to make any good decisions. But you would want to consider one if you're married or if you have a significant other who's like financially intertwined with you in any way, or who you're considering being financially intertwined with in any way. I would talk to them about it
And how it will affect
and
them.
how it will affect them because that's important and fair. And I would also they are probably I would imagine be supportive of you. You're also going to want to consider, like, you know, but try and budget out your stuff. You know, or how are you going to pay for things? What things can you afford to let go until you get a new job?
Man, I feel like this advice is just so real.
It's so real, and I can't help but notice I'm in first place. So, I mean, who knows?
I think that something to do with her leaving her job is going to have something to do with ping pong balls. That's my theory.
What?
Just ping pong balls. You were given like really like accurate like.
Oh,
okay.
This is how you adult.
This
so-
is how you. Okay, we're
So
not
you're
really
trying to
looking
do
for
better.
adulting.
Like, I think my thinking is like, you know, maybe just give up that ping pong career. You know, like you thought you were going to be a professional ping pong player. Maybe you're not now. That's okay. Like every once in a while, you have to come to terms with the fact that you're not going to follow through with that dream you never had.
With that dream you never had.
Oh boy, are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it?
We're gonna
Boom!
make it. I knew
First
it.
place.
I knew it.
love it. I love it.
I'm glad you didn't give up on your ping pong career, Jay.
Things to consider while quitting your job. Okay, I think we answered that pretty thoroughly.
No, I
good.
think
You
so
asked
too.
me.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, so people 11632.
People 11632.
Yep.
My favorite.
What's
a
up,
lot of
people?
Can you help me become less socially awkward? I have been feeling like people avoid talking to me because of it. So do you have any advice on things that people like and ways I can talk to people?
Oh my gosh. There
I
is
do
so-
not. Ben is gonna be way better at this. I am so bad at talking to people.
Really?
Oh,
I have never
Necessarily.
felt that way.
Well, I'm good at talking to like you guys.
Okay,
For
well, I mean-
sure.
Well, sure, but even when we first started talking, I guess, like,
Yeah, but I guess I immediately saw you as like a peer and sort of like
Yeah,
the same,
okay.
you know, social circle and level that we were all sort of at the time.
That's
and,
true.
you know, it's a little different. You understand YouTube, Derek.
that's.
Anyway.
Does anyone understand YouTube?
No.
No
Nobody
one really
understands
does. No one really does.
One. Sorry, I
Oh,
apologize.
you're counting the falls. You know, I've fallen off the edge as well, and I have maintained
Two.
first. I don't know how it. Oh my
Okay,
God, that is a fantastic
to be
hack I just
less
learned.
socially awkward, I think one of the best things that you can possibly do is learning how to laugh at yourself, and it being okay. That is something that I actually do think that I struggled with for a long time. I was horrendously bad at comebacks, where I think I was one of those people, that like came back too harsh.
Hey, it got too real. I went for the honesty.
Yeah, well, my parents aren't divorced.
Oh, no, you
what?
did not. Who did you say that to?
No one.
Oh my
that
gosh.
was a fake
terrible-
example of like
That is so mean.
way too mean to
Oh,
somebody.
way too far.
Sorry. If your parents are divorced, I did not mean that. No, but
Oh my
I think
gosh,
it was something where like what I finally realized is that if you just sort of like lean in and become a part of it, then a lot of times it'll work a lot better. Also, I love awkward people. I don't know if it's like just something about what like dry humor that I think is like fun. But I feel like a lot of my friends in high school actually were maybe like a little bit more of this.
Oh my gosh. That was, sorry.
That's all right.
I feel like I had a really good race and still came in third.
No, it's fine.
That
We got
was
good
just-
advice.
Anyway.
Good advice.
That
Ooh,
is-
man.
There you go.
And I fell off again just for the good finishing measure there. Oh!
Oh, comes back.
Metal
every time.
Mario showed you who was boss.
Oh my goodness. There you go.
Um,
How many times did you fall?
I did not keep. I think.
I think it was less than 12.
It was definitely.
Definitely less than 12 and a half.
Yeah, definitely less than 12 and a half. So that's good. Better than
Derek
expectations.
Derek wins the bet on taking the lower.
Let's see here. The other thing I think is finding common interests and then being able to, just delve that out a little bit. I mean, that's like I had a video once upon a time called Single Topic Friendships, where it's like that person, the only thing you can ever talk to them about is math class, and it's like every time you see him, it's like, hey, do we have math homework? And it's like, that is what your conversations with them consist of. But if it's an actual interest and not just like a class and homework, I feel like you can
That
start
should do a
there
little bit better.
as like a common ground, as a safe place where
Topic
you
of conversation.
where you know something that you can discuss with that person. And honestly, most of my friendships, I know I brought this up before, usually involve an activity with one of my friends, so that I have that platform for hanging out with them. So like a lot of my friends, it could be like rock climbing or mountain biking or drinking beer or whatever.
I would say the other part of this is to try and like figure out, and this is super broad advice, I know, and it doesn't sound good, but I will try and explain it. Is just like be yourself, or like find a way to like try and be yourself.
That is original advice.
I know. What I mean is that like if you're trying really hard to like fit in or whatever, you're not like leaning into your own interests and stuff. Like you're going to, people are going to be able to like tell, and that might be why you seem so awkward, is because like you're not really being yourself.
Right. You are trying to relate to that person based on what they like, not what
right.
you like.
And I feel like this was my problem in high school. Like the guys of my grade who like I should have been friends with and stuff, like I just did not have the same interests as them, but like I really had to like try and morph that around them. And it wasn't until like college and stuff, or even until I really like started doing YouTube and things, where I felt like, oh, okay, now I kind of have a better understanding of like who I am, you know, really, which is sort of a weird thing to think, that you might not even know that about yourself. But like I was afraid to like let that part of myself sort of like come through as much. Yeah. Like I remember Mom telling me one time, like when the first time she ever saw that I posted a YouTube video online, she was like, I never knew that part of you existed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
and I was like that was amazing to me, that like my own mom didn't know that like this was a part of me that like I guess that I had really failed to express for like a very long time.
You were putting like your most genuine version of yourself out there,
right?
And like all of a sudden it seemed foreign to the people that knew you best. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. On that note, actually, one of the inverses is I have a very hard time talking to other YouTubers because I don't think I fall into the same like personality, drive, set, whatever the case may be associated with people.
I think you so do.
You think I?
Yeah.
Oh man, what makes you say that? I'm actually very surprised.
So, because of how entrepreneurial you are, and just like your drive and things like that, I think that you do more so than you might otherwise realize.
Huh? Interesting.
I think on this advice here, I think the best way to talk to people is to talk to them about themselves.
Yes, that is always
like
good.
like there's a great book, and it sounds super self-helpy, but I actually give away copies of this book to friends all the time. I have extra copies. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is just the worst title.
Worst title. It sounds like really manipulative.
Yeah, it sounds like super manipulative and even like self-helpy, and it's just not a good title. But it's a very old book, and it changed my life enough that, like I said, now I give copies of that book to people. And one of the major tenets is like talk to people about themselves. Be genuinely interested in other people.
I think that is where I struggle, is that like I find it very difficult to be interested in other people if I am not interested in their stuff.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, and I think when I see other people do it well, like I'm sure plenty of people have friends like this. Good salesmen are really good at this.
Oh yeah.
You know, like they are great at just feigning interest, and it's like to the point where they're not feigning it. You know, they genuinely are interested, and it's probably not that. You know what? Sleazy salesmen are good at feigning interest. Good,
I like it.
People who are honest or who are naturally gifted at salesmen are also probably naturally interested in what other people are talking about.
Right,
That's
right.
They have a great.
Well, and I think that there are people that, like, one way or another, whether the end goal is positive or negative, it's like if that is your motivating force to get to know more about people, is so that it, you know, makes you better at your job, then there probably is something to be said for just the sheer value in that.
Man, this freaking Rainbow Road is what's going to cost us the 3 stars on this one.
Man.
I think it's going to be a single star what we're ending on here.
I think
that's
I
a
came in
quality.
11th
That's a good 11.
Was this the final race?
That was the final race.
Boy,
we
that went
flew through it. We had good questions today.
Yeah.
Good quality questions. I feel like we made the world a slightly better place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slightly less awkward place. Actually, maybe even just more awkward. It's okay to be awkward.
Yeah, that's true. Too.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. There is something to be said for being for making a fool of yourself.
Yeah, well, like being comfortable being awkward, I think, is maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. What do we end up with here? Is it a 2-star? Is it a 1-star?
I'm gonna go with 2.
Did you come in second?
I came in 3rd. I think that means 1. Yeah, it's a 1-star.
So is the only scenario wherein you get 2 stars is if you have
1, 1, 1, 2?
Yeah,
1, 1, 1,
it's
2.
3 firsts and a second. Jeez.
Wow.
So this was 3 firsts and a third. Yeah. Otherwise, we're going for all firsts.
Man.
Ben, I'm gonna say Yellow Yoshi was not your character.
or I was just giving especially good advice.
Ooh, yeah.
Perhaps my
Also, I
advice was-
totally edged out Metal Mario in one of those races. I don't know how he beat me on the leaderboard.
Oh man, total bummer. Okay, well, thank you guys for your questions. Hopefully we gave. I'm not even gonna say hopefully. Hopefully we gave advice.
Hopefully we gave advice. Just remember, if you're not first, you're last. Case in point,
Case
this.
in point, this. Please remember to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future Mario Kart action from us. And make sure you leave any other advice you need down in the towel section below, and Ben and I will try and get to it eventually. See you next time.
Bye. Quality 8th place.